Vanderbilt in the black, Georgia in the white. What do you see from Vanderbilt's offense? Educate the fans here.
Well, they do a great job of spacing, sharing the basketball, and looking for the right shot. One thing you're not going to do with Vanderbilt is rush them into their rhythm. They're going to take it whether they want it or not.
Aubrey Galvin with their Vandy's league-leading 120th made three in conference play.
Yeah, this is a team that knows how to knock down the three-point shot and get the best one for it.
Looking inside, Woolfolk with the pass and the bucket. Maya Verse getting the start today. Averages just a few points a game. They're looking for something from the post.
Yeah, got to get those touches inside, and you just look across Vandy's starting five, and there's talent all across the board. Jacqueline Mwenentanda has been a player who's come alive these last 4 to 6 games, seeing double figures out of her.
Yeah, 4 in the last 6 games. She has scored in double figures. She's off to a good start. Turcoff, no. Rebound inside and the putback. Galvin, the freshman point guard. Inside and out. Pissot. Oh, yeah. Justine Pissot, the senior out of Toms River, New Jersey, transfer from Tennessee with the tray.
You asked me about Vanderbilt's offense. Just right there. You see the touch passing, the spacing, and then the stepping into the rhythm. And, of course, that's Pissot's shot. She's started her career off known for that and now has developed into a multi-level scorer. With that rhythm and transition three with her trailing, that's such a dangerous look for Vandy. Here it comes again.
Oh, Galvin leaves that one for Pissot, who puts that one off the glass. I don't know what was prettier, the pass or the shot. They don't ask you to draw a picture, Brooke.
Thank goodness.
That was off
well,
the
they
glass.
do. There's a telly here, so I technically I could.
Have you circle it on the replay. Turcoff, that's her shot.
Give it a shot here.
Come on,
Here, let's go. And bank right there. Boom. How about that? Take a look.
Went back and watched her introductory news conference today, as you see Pissot again, and talked about how she didn't think it would take long, but she wasn't going to rush it.
Yeah.
But once she built it, it would last for a long time. That's a scary thought for the rest of the SEC.
You know, and as great a player as Shea Ralph was, as we see Carnegie.
5 on the shot clock. Endure the handoff to Carnegie. Carnegie, the step back three. She's back into form.
Woo.
Vanderbilt hit their first 5 of 6 shots. They were 0 for 4 since until you see the 3 ball from Pissot. Turner with a head of steam. It's 3 on 3. Step up Jay. Yes.
Her decisions, Matt.
Carnegie's not going to have a lot of time on the bench today if they want to pull this upset.
Correct.
She's about to check in. Oh, no foul called. A little collision. And a little layup from Turcoff.
Great play by Turcoff to go into the body of Sasha Washington. Mwenentanda to really eliminate her trying to block that shot. I believe it was Washington, actually.
7 for Turcoff. Georgia with their largest lead. It's 4. This defense for Georgia, they have come to play today. Looking for their first win over a top 5 team in 4 years. Blakes does not have a shot attempt yet, but how about that feed inside to Sasha Washington?
That's why you cannot.
You can see Georgia just coming at you in waves now, making sure they've got fresh legs on the floor at all times. Angelina Gonzalez into the game and making an impact right away with the steal. Carnegie, yeah!
Love those energy plays coming off the bench. Gonzalez with the quick hands. We've seen Georgia come up with some key deflections and another steal.
Gonzalez again, making her impact felt.
They're able to set up that press, more deflections. These are the right types of plays that can get you a big win at home early on. As long as other players are stepping in to hit, it's not a terrible sign for Vanderbilt. There's going to be times this season where they're not working through Blakes to get the offense going.
Nice pass inside. Brown on the great feed from out high, trying to stem the tide here in Athens. A 4-point lead for Georgia. Losers of 3 of their last 4 games. Vanderbilt coming off back-to-back dominant wins over top 10 teams.
And now an adjustment defensively for Vanderbilt, who goes to a zone, trying to keep Georgia outside of the paint.
Carnegie says, I'll see your zone. In the first 10 minutes. Second quarter, 7-point lead here for Georgia. Looking inside, Woolfolk. How about that acrobatic shot?
She's quick.
Plenty of energy. Well, there was a speedy person with the last name Gonzalez in years past. She's certainly reflecting that. Woolfolk, the step back, baseline. Oh, okay.
I like that.
Couple of straight shots. Vanderbilt has not hit a field goal since 1:15 to go in the first. Carnegie, she's hitting buckets.
The hezzy. She went in there and made the perfect decision. Didn't pick up her dribble too early, and in fact, caught Vanderbilt off guard. Low hesitation, a beautiful finish at the rim.
5 of 7 from the floor, perfect from 3. Blakes rushed the shot. Found herself open underneath. Tried to get that ball up quickly, anticipating a defender.
Yeah, really uncharacteristic type of miss for Blakes there. She had point-blank range.
Turkoff nearly fouled there by Blakes. Carnegie!
Said to get by Sasha Washington, and then going under the screen, like we said, she's giving so much more defensive attention.
Pass goes awry there from Turkoff. 2-on-2, backward pass, Blakes. Yep. That should take them away from being themselves.
Yeah, that's a fine line to cross, but Carnegie.
Oh my goodness.
Woo, speaking of fine lines, took it straight to the basket.
How about this line? 18 points on 7 of 9 shooting.
Dang.
For Danny Carnegie.
That's the first half. Vanderbilt has got to find a way to try to just, again, contest her shots, make it difficult. She's been able to make reads, and one move later, she's at the rim.
Pass from Galvin inside, and again, just cannot find the bottom. Blakes, she can. Her second made field goal, and probably the most quiet 10 points she will ever score in a game.
Yeah, so far of the season anyway. But coming in, and will take every shot. Again, doesn't need much time, doesn't need much space.
7-point lead for Georgia. Carnegie gets that one pilfered from behind.
That's the adjustment defensively, right? Got to send another defender, and Blakes with quick hands got the deflection.
Blakes looking for the basketball, puts it up off the glass and in, making her presence felt, and a timeout. Rebound here for Vanderbilt. Gonzalez was trying to intercept that pass again. Blakes outside, Passat, another 3. Oh yeah! Carnegie with a head of steam. It's a 2-on-1, bounce feed, Turkoff rejected from behind. And a whistle. Can't keep her down for long. Turner looking inside. Woolfolk. The fadeaway. We have seen her make some tough shots today.
That's a part of her mental toughness. You know, once she gets to the line, she's going to convert.
Turkoff, can she get going?
Kind of go one extreme or the next, right? They can either turn the ball over 9 to 10 times or sometimes 20, but I think Vanderbilt's defensive pressure has definitely stepped up here in this third quarter.
How about Blakes with that pass? Yeah. Little left-handed hook swing pass, and that finds its way to Jakalenga Mwenentanda.
Now, Vanderbilt has converted every single field goal from an assist. 13 field goals, 13 assists. Matt, that is ridiculous. Teams hope for like 70% of their field goals being assisted. This is a perfect 100.
Still clinging to that 2-point lead. Carnegie was the reason they had the big lead, and it's back up to 4. Danny Carnegie with 20 points to lead all scorers. Washington, left hand, tough shot, but the rebound and putback is right there by Mwenentanda. Back-to-back buckets, she's got 6.
She's in the right place at the right time. I love the way she positions herself for the offensive rebound, and there, just quick tip in.
Turner, Carnegie, and Turkoff. Those are your 3 main scorers here for Georgia. And there's Turner. They're calling it a 2. They might look at that the next whistle.
Yeah, you saw the official give that sign to go ahead and review it. I think it was a 2, Matt.
Washington, left hand, muscles it inside, off of Kraft.
She's somebody who's got to come alive here. Established herself, in the paint. She's missed a couple close ones, and I think that one set her right back into rhythm.
Sasha Washington was 1 for 6 from the floor before that bucket. Carnegie, step back 3. She was 5 for 5. She's got a game high 23. Blakes inside. Washington's found her spot.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt and Blakes, the nation's leading scorer. She can pass the basketball too. That one in the corner. Winnetanda cannot put that one in, but how about Blakes? Carnegie defended by Blakes. Woolfolk can't defend that. Woolfolk with 8 points, 4 of 4 from the floor. They're back up 6.
A sound decision by Woolfolk. Slips the screen and then stops and pops over Galvin to avoid getting that charge.
Galvin, swing pass there. Washington, oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with Washington inside? Physical play here. That is turnover number 17 inside. What a feed there from Blakes.
Most importantly, you got to move without the basketball against the zone.
Turkoff, strong left-handed dribble. Good defense there inside from Passat. Here's Michaela Blakes, one of the best players in the country. That one's swatted away, but a foul. So many extra chances for Vanderbilt, and they've taken advantage. Justine Passat, 5-point lead. Inside, Woolfolk, yes.
That's immediate and great response from Georgia. You don't want to hang on and try to figure out the best shot. You go right back to it. Georgia finding a way to score inside. Their points in the paint, so critical right now, Matt, but the turnovers, more important.
Inside, great feed from Passat from Black.
Passat has been an absolute hero in this game. Got him going early on. Now she's got 18 on 7 of 12 shooting.
18 points for Justine Passat. Blakes with 21.
It's been a good season for Passat. Career highs in rebounds.
How about
assists.
the no look there from Turner to Woolfolk? Turner, little two-man game with Woolfolk, and it's working. That connection is working time and again.
It quickly. Right, the catch, the contact, and reconnecting with looking at the rim to get her shot off.
Carnegie driving on Black. Carnegie with the feed. Verse, oh yeah! Maya Verse was there, and we're tied at 65. Fourth lead change, third tie of the game. Inside, how about the running Passat? Woolfolk defended by Washington. Trinity Turner, the sophomore against the freshman. There it is again, off glass, yes! How about Turner with the dish? Freshman point guard with the drive. Oh, what a dish. Oh, and Washington can't finish. That pass might have surprised Washington. And they cash in anyway. Justine Passat with 23 points, her fifth made three, a 2-point lead for the Doors.
What was that about remembering who they are and who we are if you're Vanderbilt, man? What a shot, stone cold killer from Justine Passat.
Trinity Turner driving on Galvin. Baseline, Jay, yes! Zen Kraft living up to the last name with the baseline jumper. Tied at 72. Blakes grabbed from behind, no call, rebound Woolfolk. Turner draws contact. Galvin has 4 fouls. They don't call it, but the bucket drops. 1-point lead for the Dogs.
Galvin is limping. She took a shot on that last exchange.
Galvin to the far side. Michaela Blakes. One of the best players in the country with the basketball, and it is a turnover. Carnegie had back-to-back 30-point game. Georgia up 2. Number 5 Vanderbilt. Galvin to inbound. Galvin behind the back lefty. No! Washington misses, and Georgia pulls off the upset.